Hello, this is The Way of Fairness. My name is Steve Childs. I'm the author of The World Fairness Agreement. This is the best idea since sliced bread. I hope you check it out so you'll see what I'm telling you is true. You know how they have told us that we're born into a hell realm, or that this is hell here where we're at now, or it's a prison planet. And why is it that way? So, if you think about it, what is it that makes our experience so tragic? So, why is there so much suffering as a human on planet Earth? And so, I gave it a lot of thought, and I realized that it's because people do each other wrong. You know, we can tolerate the unfairness of even cancer and, live a heroic life and do the best we can with what we have to deal with, what we have to handle. And even all the while, we can be helpful to others, of service, no matter what's going on. We can care about everyone else. This is the side of humanity that is exemplary. The heroic goodness of humans. And then on the other side, the reason that we're in hell instead of heaven realm, this is not about God or afterlife. It's about, it does not exclude those, definitely not. Doesn't exclude anything. It's just an idea to make our lives meaningful, enjoyable, and we will have accomplished something that humans have never accomplished before. We couldn't have until we had the present time of now that we're born into because of technology, smartphone communication with translation, accessible knowledge to everyone in the world, a way to organize this team fairness so that everybody's a part of it, an equal member of it. And we can make it into a wonderful world of fairness and from each other instead of a world of unfairness from each other, where we have road rage, we have extreme competition for resources, we have wars, murderous, deadly wars. We have people starved into criminal behavior as a way to stay alive, criminal activity just to survive. We have hatred of the other type of people, the other type of government, the other type of religion. And it's because we've never stopped long enough to look at what's the cause of all this. We were born into it, is the cause of it. And as all we have to do is make this agreement to stop doing others wrong. And the reward we're given for that price is that no one is allowed to do you wrong anymore. The law of fairness forbids it. And who decides what's fair? We do. We all count the same. And so it's like communication opens up and people care about each other. They're not trying to get ahead of you. They're trying to help you. We're here to help, not to harm. And what if everybody's thinking that? I'm here to help everyone, not to harm anyone. You see what I'm saying? The only thing that will stop us from doing this is our own selves. So, like the idea of fairness court, it's not to prosecute or to punish, it's to find out what's going on in people's lives so that they're doing something wrong to someone else. And we don't see correctly as humans, so when we involve other people in the issue, and the person that someone complained about a person for doing them wrong in some way, ways that there are not laws to stop. We don't need any written laws for this. The only law is that we're not allowed to do people wrong. And all of the laws in the governments and in the religions have to be subject to not doing others wrong, first of all. That's the primary law, is to not do others wrong. With religion, with governments, with our personal behavior, with our economics, with our livelihood. And because we're here to help everyone to not be done wrong, no one's going to go hungry. We're going to find out why is someone not able to contribute in some way and be provided for in a very generous way. Because we have the resources. Everyone can be provided for very generously. And we can all be mindful of not harming the planet. And because we're not in this competition, we're not going to be buying things that are harmful to the planet. Naturally, we're going to all want to help the planet. So I have a higher power to solve all this, so I don't respond to the negative. I'm trying more and more to just don't even respond to it. Just act as if it didn't even happen to you, and just stay focused on faith and fairness. You can have your higher power be the earth, nature, or whatever you want, or God, or Satan. We don't care. Whatever you want to have for your higher power or your belief, as long as it's not harmful to someone else. That's the key. So, with the fairness court, we're going to find out why the person that's unfair, why did you have to be unfair to this other person? What's going on in your life that's unfair to you that's causing you to be unfair to someone else? And then people are not going to be punished, so they can be honest with themselves and they can self-correct. I self-correct 20 times a day, or 200, and probably more like 200, where I'm not thinking correctly. Sometimes I know I'm not capable of thinking correctly right now. That's where having a higher power, I just give myself to my higher power. Because I'm not thinking straight. I'm too upset. So I got to rely on something else until I can be helpful again. And that is like the biggest help that anybody can do, is realize that we're limited as people. And that's okay. So imagine we establish this law of fairness that we all are benefiting from greatly. We want the right to not be done wrong. We can do it. I'm thinking thoughts like, the Lord is team fairness. And you know how, like, the Bible scripture and the Quran scripture says, fear God, fear Allah. That's the first and foremost thing in those religions. Well, I'm learning how to turn around as fair play and use all of this stuff in benefit of team fairness. The Lord is team fairness. And wisdom is in fearing team fairness. Fearing not being fair to other people. Because team fairness rules the universe. And there are beings that I have invited from every which place and every which time. And they have joined us on planet Earth. They can make your life misery, or they can arrange things so that your life is wonderful. They're real. It's what we call God or Satan or higher power. We don't care if you're atheist or if you're a believer. It doesn't make any difference. As far as team fairness, as far as establishing the law of fairness, as far as implementing the World Fairness Agreement, it's not relevant as to whether there's a God or a Satan or whatever. Beings that we can't see, that are beyond our natural understanding, so you can call them supernatural, like Super Duty, super just means extreme, extremely advanced beings. So the Bible calls them angels or fallen angels. And it might be that the fallen ones are more powerful and more valuable to us when they are helping us with the World Fairness Agreement. Because remember the fear thing, fear team fairness, that's who it is that can scare the bejesus out of you. You know, it's like I've been challenged with it. And I was told I can defeat evil. I've defeated it. And it wasn't easy, just like they said. So now this aspect of like evil, it's turned to the good. Because it's agreed to not do people wrong anymore. Wonderful. This is time to celebrate. Have a great day.